Hi guys, and welcome to Python tutorial of how to create a live calculator. And here, those are the details of Sonny Anthony Jonathan Omen. He was born 1957. Up to date, he will be 63 years old and he's lived on Earth 23,011. Total months, 757 months. And total number of weeks, 3,278, and hours, minutes, and so on. So let's enter another person's details. I'm going to go in here and just click on reset, and there let's enter Tony Montana right there. And there we go. So let's change the date of birth of Tony Montana to, let's assume was born. Yeah, that's fine. And let's check out another month for Tony. There we go. And up to date, just click on calculate. That's the details of Tony Montana. He's 48 years old. That's how many days he spent on Earth, 17,650, and so on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Python development environment, and we'll put one of these together. So let's exit out. Nope. Exit. Yes. And I'm going to start by, let's first of all increase the font size so that you guys can see what I'm up to. So I'm going to make that about 14. And let's click on apply. Okay. There. And let's start by importing tkCalendar. And I'm going to import it all. The other components I'm going to import will be from tkCalendar, import it all as well. So one thing I'd like to point out is you guys will have to install this very tkCalendar onto your system, else you won't be able to work with the calendar. And to do that, all you need to do is install calendar. There. That's all you need to do to get it installed onto your system. Alright, I'm going to continue. Now, let's include message. That is going to be tk. Now that's going to be tkCalendar dot import or dot message dot message box. There we go. So those are the libraries that I need. Okay, I'm now going to define the name of my project is going to be root equals tk. There, that will be for my app, for the application. Then the next thing I'm going to do is let's enter space in here. That is a variable I'm going to use to enter space for the title. That will be dead center. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I want to say root dot title, and the width I'm going to make that 185 multiplied by space there, and we'll then add the name of my application, which is calculator, live calculator. There we go. Close that. Now let me get my logo on board. There. This is how you call your logo, but the icon must be, the object must be in form of an icon. So it's going to be icon bitmap. That is the command that you can use to call your logo. And my logo, the name of my logo is called cap.ico. There. Close that. Yeah, that's my logo called. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to now define my geometry, and that is going to be, let's make that 1,245 by 700 plus maybe 56 plus 0. There, that's my geometry declared. Now let me enter in here a frame equals frame. That will be my main frame, and my main frame is going to be right inside the root. Let's put a comma, and I'm going to add a border. So this is border, comma, and let's make the width about 1000 plus. Yeah, let's go for 1240. Okay, now the next thing is the height. We make that about 680, comma, then let's ask it to relieve. That will be rigid. Yeah, comma. What else do I need? I'm going to put the background in there. The background, I'll make that color cadet blue. There we go. Close that. Now, I will now run this up. So let's say that will be dot grid, and there's nothing in there. So before I go any further, let me just round up my application here and get it saved. I'm going to say root dot main loop, and you enter your parentheses there. So I want to save this. Let's save it before we continue. Yeah, I'm just going to call it that and enter YouTube there. There, and save. There we go. So let's run it, then you guys see what I'm talking about. So all you just see is the cadet blue. There we go, that's it, and that's my title, and right there is my logo. Okay, that's fine. Now the next thing we want to do is let's create another one for the title. I'm just going to copy this, copy, paste it right underneath here, and that's going to be for my title. Let's distinguish it with a title frame, and this one is a title frame as well. The title frame we have, let's make this about 100. Okay, I'm going to leave this like that. And what else do I need to change? In here I'm going to enter row equals 0, column equals 0. Let's get that right. Yeah, and that's all there is to that. Now let's even enter a title in there. So the title is going to be the text in a label. Let's come in here. I'm going to call that LBL, label. That'll be for my title equals label, and this very label is going to be resident inside title. There, paste that in there, comma, and I'm going to set for this font equals, let's see, the font is going to be as follows. Let's go for Arial. That's my font. The size of this, I want to make it about 50, and I'm just going to make it bold. Come out of it, and let's enter text on it. And the text is going to be, let's just say create equals create life calculator in Python. There, and cover this up here as well. Right, just add maybe border about 7, close that, and Let's finalize this as well here. There we go. Grab this and just paste it underneath there. Okay, maybe get it padded. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna have to get it padded. Let's go for the Y, no, the X axis. Let's say about 90, 91. Run. Let's see how that's going. Oh, there's an error here. Take up that 0. Okay, that should do it. Right, let's see. Okay, that's not too bad. So we're gonna have to change the back color of this and move this up. Okay, the back color. Let's change the back color before I forget that. I'm just gonna grab all of these. Yeah, just delete this. Grab this and get it out of the way. That should take care of the back color. Let's run it now. Let's see. There, that's fine. That's what I want. Okay, now the next thing is I'm going to create some more frames. So let's copy this and just speed things up. Copy and paste it right underneath here, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, those are the other frames, so have a good look at it. There. Okay, now I'm going to add some widget. Okay, so have a good look at what we have so far. I'm going to bring it down. It's just all about the frames. So let's run it. You see how that's looking. Let's see. There we go. That's how it's looking. So I now need to add some widget to this. Okay, close that. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of like add space in here, or let's enter just lines, comment lines. Okay, and let's move this down so that you guys can see it. Also right here, I will first of all declare the variables I intend to use. Those are the variables that I intend to use, or that I will be using for the program. Now the next thing is, let me create my calendar first. I'm just going to call it cal equals, the widget name is calendar. Let's get that right there. And this calendar is going to be resident right inside the frame, right frame A. There we go. And that's all there is to that. So I'm going to say comma. This calendar, I just want to use it to show my viewers out there how to create a calendar and to be able to compare the details that we have on this calendar with the drop down calendar. So I'm going to enter date in there. And if you want to know more about calendar, so if you want to know more, you can just open up the shell here, and first of all, let me import, let's say date, time, and press enter, and you can then go to the directory and then just enter. There you get some information about date and time, okay, that you can use to create your calendar. And let's assume you want to know more about the buttons that I intend to create. I'm going to copy all of these. Let's come in here and just click on run and paste that in there. Press enter. We can just go for the directory of the button and we enter a button there. That is going to be one of the widgets I intend to use, and those are all the information about buttons that you need. And if you need more help, you can just, let's go and you can just type in help, and you might not be able to see these, but a button which will appear, a lot of information should appear about the button, and that is it. I just type in help and you click on this, click again. We have about 825 lines. There we go, that's it right there. Okay, you can read that, you will know a little more about all of this widget that I'm using in here. The same thing applies to the text widget and so on. Okay, let's continue. And that's it right there. Those are the details that I need to create my calendar. You might not be able to see this properly. Let's just press that and come right down, and here that's the preference for the pattern of my date. So that's all you need to create your calendar. So let's run it and see how that's going to look like. It should go right inside the right frame. So let's come in here and run. We have to save that first though, and hopefully that should be fine. There we go, that's my calendar right there. Okay, so that's how you create a calendar. Okay, that's taken care of. Now the next thing I want to do now is I want to add some more widget. That would be a label and an entry field. Label and entry field. Let's copy this label and paste it right underneath here. Let me block this off so that I know the calendar is right here. Yeah, that's for my calendar, and this is for label. And this very label, I'm going to make the size about 16. And the title, let's change the title to first name. And this will be first name as well. Okay, it's going to be inside left frame. Left frame 1. There. And the text content on it, that will be first name. Let's grab this and paste this in here. And what else do I need to do? So I'm going to get it anchored, let's say comma, anchored to the west. Okay, that will be west. There. And justify as well, comma. That will be justify left. Okay, justify equals left. Right, I think this should be uppercase though. Alright, that's uppercase, and I think that's all there is to it. So this might be wrong. This one, I'm going to make that 5. It's not 95, 91. And just to be sure that it's going to be to the left and to the west, I'm just going to say strictly west. There. Let's run that and see how that's going to look like. And we can just paste it, copy and paste it. Oh, let's go for no, okay. I think it's lowercase. Change that to lowercase. All right, run it again. See, there we go. That's it right there. Okay, that's fine. Now let's create a text box. No, Entry Widget is called. I'm going to grab all of these, come right down here, paste, and I'm going to change this to ENT. Okay, I got it right for the very first time. I always enter txt ENT, and this will be entry. There. And my entry widget is going to be on, let's go for, that will be 0 and this one will be 1. There. What else do I need to change? The font is fine, there is no text. However, there will be a variable. No, I'm not going to use any variable. Okay, that's fine because I'm not using any database. So let's get rid of that and make this one about 5. Right. And the width. Grab this and change that to width. I'm going to make it about 44. Justify left. Okay. What else do we need to do? I think that'll be about it. That's all there is to it. We'll get rid of this, all of this for now. I might need it. Alright, let's try it out and see how that's gonna look like. Copy, save, and there we go. Yeah, there we go. That's it. The name is Tommy. There, that's fine. Okay, what else do we need to do? We now need to enter another entry widget. So I'm going to copy all of this. That'll be for the surname. Copy and paste. Change all of this to surname. Okay, getting somewhere. This will be surname as well. And this will be on row 1. Row 1, surname, and surname here. Surname. Save and run. Run. There. Now I have 2. That's good. Now, the next one I want to create will be for my date of birth. Okay. Come right down here. I need a label for that. One label. And I will then use a property known as dates entry. Okay, let's grab all of these. We just change things around. There. This is date of birth. DOB. DOB here. Okay. If that is DOB, we can just enter date of birth here. Okay, and what about here? This will be date entry. That is another widget that will give me a drop down calendar. That's very good. And let's see now, making sure it's in the right place. So I'm going to change this to about 43 there. Okay, for the date, the drop down date, I'm going to change this one. Let's change that to border. Yeah, border width. Okay, that will be equals to comma. And the other one is the preferences. I don't want I want to change the preferences of the date. I don't want to need to have the, okay, I want it to be date, the day, okay, let's say day, months, and year. That's how I want mine. Okay, so though some other people always change it to months, day, and year. That's all right. It's all the same. That's just the pattern that I want for mine. I think that is all there is to this. I'm going to run it now. This is for the date of birth. Let's run and save. So let's see. Whoa, it's fine. It's working. That's cool. But there's something I didn't do. This is supposed to be row 1. This should be row number 2. Row 2. Row 2. That's fine. I might as well just copy it and just paste it here for row number 3. Row number 3, that will be for the current date. So let's change this to current date. Make that uppercase. That's fine. That's current date. and this as well, current date. This is current date, and even this one is DOB. So let me make up my own format for date here. All right, now this is 2 and this will be 3 and 3, and this one will be current date. There we go. So we can always change this, change the date of birth, and the current date remains the same. Okay, that's fine. Run. Let's see. All right, what's going on? Something is wrong. Okay, I need to change that. It's incorrect. Where is it? 1, 2. Oh, this one. It's an error. This one should be this. Date of birth here. DOB. Why this one is for current date. Okay. And this is DOB as well. DOB here. And DOB here. There. Okay. That is fine. Now run. Let's see. There we go. Now that's fine. Okay. Now let's add more. I need in total, that will be 11. I have 4. I need 7 more. 7 more text box. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this and speed things up. So come down here. There we go, guys. Those are the lines of codes. Okay, so take a good look at it. It's all the same anyway, just for the text box and text entering and labels, apart from the calendar, the drop down calendar. So I'm going to run it so that you guys see how that looks like. And there we go. Look at that. All right, I now need some buttons here. So close that. This is the command to get your calendar, the drop down calendar in, and this is the other command for the other calendar. So take a good look at it and bring it down and down and down. One more. There. So right underneath here, I'm going to enter my buttons. Okay, let's do that. Okay, for the very first button, I'm going to call that BTN calculate. Let's say calculate. Okay, that's fine. Calculate. And the widget is called button. Okay. And this very button is going to be inside the right frame. Comma. And let's get it padded about. Let's make that about 18. Okay, comma. And border is going to be about 7. The font, I'm going to make the font about 18. But let's change the fonts. Yeah, let's change the font. I'm going to change the font to Helvetica. Helvetica. There. And that is going to be 18. Alright. No, that's not the right spelling. Get rid of that. And I'm going to make it bold. So just grab this. Paste it here. Okay, so close that off. And what else do we need? What about the width? The width, I'm going to make that 23. Okay, and the text on it, I'm going to make the text, let's just call that calculate. There we go. Let's close that off, and I'm going to change the border. Let's change the color. I'm going to change the color to BG equals cadet blue. Yeah, why not? Cadet blue. There. That will be the color for my buttons. So let's come in here. Right. Cadet blue. Or let's just press enter so that you guys will see it properly. Okay, now let's round up this button here. Copy and just paste it right underneath here, and that will be, let's go for 1. Yeah, the calendar is 1, so this is 0, so this one will be 1. Paste it right there. 1 by 0. Okay, comma, and get it padded about 10. That's for the y-axis, the left axis, the y-axis. I'm going to make that about 2. Yeah. Okay, so I want to run it. Let's run it and see anyway. Run. Let's see. Alright, where's the location for it? Where was the location? Right frame A1 or 1A. Now run again. And let's see. There we go. That's my very first button there. So I'm just going to copy that same button and just paste and change things around. Paste this right underneath here. Paste and paste. And this one is going to be rule number 2. No, this one 2. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is exit. And let's change, let's be consistent with the names. This will be exit as well. Exit, exit. This will be reset. Okay, let's copy and change things around. Reset. And reset here. Okay, that takes care of the buttons, the 3 buttons needed for my program. So let's come in here. So all we then need to do now is to start work with the functions. And this seems to be too wide. Let's reduce a little bit. Let's go to the frame here. No, this one. Let's change it to about 80, maybe 88. Save and press F5. Run. Okay, that's nice. 88 is fine. Alright, that's it, guys. So all I need to now do is to just put some functions together so that we can get the calculation going. The reset, that's no big deal. We can just come in here now and enter the copy all of this. Come right down here. Yeah, let me copy this as well. Paste and change this to function reset. Let's enter that in there, and all of these, let's get them indented. Control A. So for the reset, I will now change this to, let's say, set.set. There we go. So clear that off. Copy this. Repeat the same thing for this one. that is the reset taken care of. And we now need to call that reset function. Let's go scroll right down, go straight to the button here. Right here, I'm going to enter command equals reset. There. So I'll just call that. But maybe you guys didn't see the lines of code properly. That is those are the lines of code for the reset. But for the name, since there's no variable for the name, I'm just going to use dot delete, and that will be 0 to the end. And I'm going to do the same thing for the surname. Grab this, paste it right down there, and just change it to surname. Now let's save and run. Try out the reset. There we go. Enter something there. That's going to be Tony Anthony, and enter some whatever in here. Reset. There we go. The reset is out of the way. So let's take care of exit. So I'll come right down here and take care of my exit. So I'm going to speed up the exit. You guys have seen me write exit on several occasions. And right here, guys, those are the lines of code for exit. Take a good look at it. I'm just going to enter the comment line there and paste it right here. These are for my functions. Okay, one more function for the calculation, but first thing first, let's call the exit inside the button. Exit, come right here, comma, paste that, and grab command, paste that in there. So that is also taken care of. So let's run it and make sure the exit works. Let's see. Exit, nope. Exit, yes, the exit is working too. Now take it back up here. So those are the two functions so far. Okay guys, let's start to work with the final function that will take care of the calculation. So I'm going to come in here and just call this result. There. And let's come right down here. I need the name of my let's go for the name of the date of birth. No, current date. The one that says current date. I'm going to grab that. Yeah, the date of birth one. I'll be using that separately. Okay, grab current date. Yeah, grab current date. I also need the date of birth. So come right down here, paste that, and I'm going to, first of all, let's create a local variable here that will be known as current date equals, let's say dot get underscore date and enter parentheses. Okay, let's close this as well. Then the other one will be for the date of birth. So I'm just going to copy that and paste it right down here. And let's change this to date of birth, DOB. And the name of that is, yeah, that's it right here. Okay, paste that here. That takes care of date of birth. So what I've just done is I've assigned the date and the current date to my data type called, my variable called current date, and date of birth is assigned to date of birth. Okay, that's taken care of. Now let's come in and have the variable called day, but I'm going to declare another one here. Day equals, let's say abstract current date and that will be, we minus that from date of birth dot days. Okay, so that should take care of that. So I'll be able to tell how many days we're talking about here. Now let's get this inside dates. Okay, I'm going to grab all of these, come right down here, paste, and that will be for, let's convert that to string date. Alright, but this, I haven't called this anywhere, so let me come in there. I need a text variable. Come right down here, dates, this very one. Okay, I have called that. Alright, that's fine. I've called that, and I've called age as well. I've called months. Okay, there, I guess you guys can see that because I speed that up. So let's run it anyway and see. So if we enter whatever date in here, I need to change this to 2000 and something. Let's see. Okay, and I click on calculate. That should give me the date here. Oh, I need to attach. Let's attach the command. Okay, copy that and scroll right down here. And where is it? Results. So result here, comma, command equals result. Okay, that's taken care of. Now let's run it. Run and come down here. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I'm going to change this day. Let's come in here and just select whatever, and let's click on calculate. There we go. It's giving us how many days. That's 1815. I don't like this. I want 4 figures in there. Let's go back. Okay, let's just delete that, delete this, and we should be able to get it into 4 figures. Run. Let's see. There we go. I have it where I want. But how come I have it as 1? Let's enter. Let's make this 4 and see if that's going to work the same way. There's no harm in playing around. Let's see. Okay, alright, that's cool. We learn different things every day. Okay, now let's move on. So the next thing we want to do now is we want to come right down here and continue with our calculation for the age now. So to get the age, first of all, I'm going to declare a variable that will be a local variable called age. Age equals taking whatever we have inside date, the variable that is called date. So date.get. There. Okay, now we need to divide this by 365. So I'm going to come right down here. I'm just going to make that up. Ages. Okay, I just made that up. You can call it whatever you like. Equals age divided by 365. And that takes care of that. And now I do have a variable called age with an s dot. That will be convert that to string, and I'm going to enter. Okay, and come in here, enter a 0, which means no decimal place, no decimal required. And repeat the same thing here. Enter that, and I'm now going to enter the variable I call ages with a double S. So when this divide, we should be able to get the right age. So let's run it and see if that's going to work. Okay, we have a syntax error. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3. So this should be 3. close that, run, and there we go. So let's change the date here to find out how old this very person is. There. Oh, I need to change it properly. Enter a day. Okay, we have a day in there. There we go. So that's fine. It's 10 years old. Okay, that is fine. Now, clear. Okay, now come down here, exit. Yeah, that works. Okay, let's work out the other one. The other one is going to be how many weeks this guy has lived. So let me just copy and paste this around. Copy, paste. So we change this to weeks. Okay, and this will be day. That's fine. Let's divide week by 52. No, that is wrong. We can, let's get rid of this. We don't even need it. Let's come in and say age, this very one. Yeah, this very one. We multiply that by 52. That should give us the right answer for weeks. Let's see, that should be weeks. Paste that in there. But this should work for weeks. Let's run it and see how many weeks it's lived on Earth. So let's see now. Okay, I'm just gonna come in here. Oh, let's go for 1. Yeah, and today is 10. And let's see. Calculate. It's 1 year old. It's lived on Earth for this amount of weeks. No, that is incorrect. This should be this. That's incorrect. That should be 52 alone. So go back in there and see what I did wrong. Now is that should be divide. No, what am I saying? That's wrong. That should be divide by 7. Yeah. Okay. Let's come in here. That should be for weeks. So let's run it. I'm going to run it and check to make sure that works. So I'll test it with 2019 or maybe 2018 and just select maybe 10 there and just come in here. Alright, that is fine. Okay, that's correct. If this is 9, so that should be 52. Yeah, that's correct. Alright, that's good. Now let's work out the months. So we should just multiply this by 12. That will give us the months. So I'm going to come right down here and grab all of these again. Paste that in there. This is going to be multiplied by 12. And we need to change this to months. There. Months, and let's say this is months here. Grab whatever is here, paste that in here. We really don't need this here because this takes care of that. This could have taken care of this, so let's undo this. Age, and get rid of this. We don't need it. And get rid of this too. Now run. Let's see. And we now come in here. Is that formula right? Let's see. This. There. Months. How many months would this one would have been? That would have been 12 months. Okay, so this is okay. This is wrong. So what I should do is maybe grab this. Yeah, grab this and put it here. So I'm going to grab all of these. This is what I need. Yeah. So let's say months equals int whatever we have in here, and paste that in here, and this will be get. Okay, and we just put months underneath here. There we go. Okay, that should do it. So let's run it and see. Run. Okay, let's say we have 2019, and select this day and just click on that. That is correct. That's fine. And if it's 2018, there, that is fine. Let's go for 1960. There we go, that's correct. So close that. Alright, so what else do we need? We need to now work out the hours. So for the hours, we can just multiply age by 24. So where is it? Come right down here. Hours. Go set. Okay, I'm going to grab all of this. Let's grab this. Paste that in here. And that is going to be multiplied by whatever we have inside age. Yeah. And that is multiplied by 24. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. So that should give us the hours really. Okay, run. We are almost there. Okay, let's check out that. There we go. Alright, that's for the age of 1. Now let's work out 1 and 2. So that's, this will be multiplied by 60 and this multiplied by 60 as well. So let's come right down here. We now have seconds to take care of. Seconds, no, minutes. That's a minute equals. We set whatever we have inside hours. So I'm going to copy this, paste it here, and change this to hours. Get whatever we have inside hours, and whatever we have inside minutes dot that equals, this will be minutes as well, multiply by 60 and just one of these here. There. Let's repeat the same thing for seconds. There we go. And this will be seconds. We have second there, and this will be seconds here. Second here. And this will be there. I think that is it. I think that's all there is to it. So I'm now going to run my program and let's see how that works. Run. Okay, so let's enter a name there. So let's say the name is Tony Montana. Okay guys, let's try this out. I'm going to change the date of birth of Tony Montana. Let's come in here and just enter something. Yeah, let's make him a little bit older. There we go. There. And select. Let's change the months. There we go, and just click on calculate. There guys, look at that. So what you guys are looking at is the system is designed to calculate the date, how many days you've lived on Earth, how old you are, how many months you have lived altogether, how many weeks in total, how many hours in total, and how many minutes. Finally, how many seconds. Okay, it's a very interesting tutorial. You will actually learn a lot how to create calculator, buttons, frames, text widget, and so on. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial, and please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. If you're a member of the channel, you are actually helping a great deal with me running this channel. So joining the channel will be a big support. So I'm pleading with you guys, join the channel. And you can always join us, just pay the minimum of £1.99 per month. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a nice day now. Bye for now.